Oh,
Hello, Clive DeCarle. How are you this evening?
hi, Eli. I am really good. Thank you very much. It's a lovely evening.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Thanks for joining me tonight. Just a quick one. I wanted to share your ideas for the Tesla tech tent for the Shine seminars in August, and I believe you've got some really exciting and ultra healing machines that you'll be bringing with you. So, should we just get straight into that and talk about some of these machines?
Yeah, I can show you a few. I haven't got them all here, but I've got some of the ones I'll be bringing. Uh, this one is a chair which treats erectile dysfunction, incontinence, and that kind of stuff. Everything from constipation to floppy vaginas. And you sit on it for 28 minutes and it delivers the equivalent, well, it delivers 10,000 Kegel exercises, 10,000 pelvic floor exercises painlessly. One needs a few goes on it to get the effects, to fix issues, but nevertheless, people can try it out and see what it's like. Then another one, which is the equivalent in 25 minutes of thousands of press ups. It's a muscle stimulating device. Then I'll be bringing some original Tesla devices with me, and I'll be with a couple of friends, colleagues, who will be able to give people treatments. And then I've got another machine, which unfortunately isn't here at the moment, which is the most impressive thing I've ever come across, which is a pulsed pressure wave machine. And the results people have been getting from that in just 10 or 15 minutes have been absolutely dramatic, beyond what I ever thought when I bought the machine. I've had people have out of body experiences, people uh, who have had emotional release that's so profound that I've been stunned. You know, people, 20-year meditators saying they've never been that deep in 10 minutes, 10,
Wow.
15 minutes. Trauma release is off the charts. And so that is something that hopefully everybody will have time to actually try, because 10, 15 minutes, it is, so to speak, all you need. You can do much longer programs, but absolutely stunning. I've never come across anything like it. So if some of the guests are in pain or suffering from trauma, I've got a couple of machines that could really, really help.
Yeah.
So it should be really interesting, I think. Well, it will be.
Yeah. It's great when you came up with the idea for it. I just thought let's get a whole tent, let's get it set up, and see what the reaction is from various different people and what the stories are that come out of it. Sounds super healing. So the Ultra Tesla chair, can you just talk to me a little bit about the technology behind that machine?
Yep. Yeah, it's focused electromagnetics. So you're sitting essentially on a big electromagnet which pulses at you. And the frequencies change during the 28-minute program. And the amazing thing is it doesn't hurt. You're aware that pelvic floor exercises are happening. You can feel it, but it doesn't hurt. It's amazing. And with the pulse pressure wave chair, um, not only does it doesn't hurt at all, it is a very, very unusual sensation. Your basic is the equivalent, that one, of sitting on 16 subwoofers. And so you feel that you're floating and moving in the chair when you're not. And then it cuts, and you sort of feel like you've dropped into this incredibly peaceful space. Just and that's what people, the meditators, recognize as this incredible space. But you're there right away, without having to make any effort at all. It's great.
Yeah, fantastic. It sounds superb. I mean, are you on a kind of a quest to look at some of these other machines, these new technologies are coming out? Are you looking for new
Well,
machines to add to the kind of
last December, myself and two colleagues, friends, went to Las Vegas to the world's biggest longevity conference, there were four stages going on at once from 6 in the morning till midnight, basically the event. Four stages with speakers, then a huge room with over 400 exhibitors of this type of equipment. And it was overwhelming. Uh, After the first morning, I gave up on the conference. It was too boring and just went straight to see the exhibition hall. And the stuff was incredible. I was hoping to find, you've seen those sci-fi looking photographs of med beds.
Yeah.
Do they exist? Well, at the world's biggest longevity show, they didn't. There
Yeah.
were companies saying, what our technology is a med bed, but it didn't look anything like those sci-fi pictures you see, which I believe are computer renderings and not actually real.
Yeah.
Maybe the elites have got them, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
However, the other piece of equipment uh, that we'll be able to bring is an ex-NASA designed sun, an artificial plasma sun. They developed it like 20, 30 years ago to grow fruits and vegetables and keep people alive where there is no natural light. And this light's incredible. You just sit in front of it. It's quite big. And well, it's like sitting out in the sunshine, but a lot more so. I mean, you've got an artificial sun right in front of you. Oh my God. It's really quite something. So you start combining some of these things. And basically, I've come to the conclusion now that I'm going to expand the Secret Health Club and give people the option of starting their own Secret Health Club. Could be at home, could be in a premises. So the plan is to offer these bits of equipment, plus teaching people how to use them, plus putting on short courses of how my supplements can help people so that people can come into, whether it's your home or a premises, become a member of the Secret Health Club, because behind a club, you can talk about stuff and do stuff that you wouldn't be able to do publicly. And I see it as a franchise opportunity. I've spent decades figuring this stuff out, what works, and particularly with some of these modern devices, it's mind blowing. So how many people are in pain? Loads of people. How many people are traumatized? Loads of people. How many people are low on nutrition? Pretty much everybody. And so I think I've got a formula where if people have got a little bit of capital, they could probably lease the equipment. We can help publicize what's going on through my network. And, I see it as a way to empower people to get a totally new profession where, getting people out of pain is about the most rewarding thing I've ever done. It's incredible because people say, I'm in so much pain, I'll give anything to get out of pain. And they would. So the gratitude, if you get them out of pain, particularly if it's taken 10 minutes to do it, it's really good. And you can treat a lot of people quickly. And if somebody's sitting on a chair for 25 minutes, you can be doing something else while they just sit there and take it in. So, I think there's a huge market for little tiny centers that are healing people. It could be one person at a time, could be three people at a time, or whatever. It could be 20 people. I mean, it's infinitely expandable. And the bigger it gets, the more it'll be self-publicizing and people will hear about it and realize that it's good. I'm in the process of editing together some of the results that I've had. And it's hilarious. One woman came off the chair after 10 minutes and said, oh, she said, I feel like I've just been shagged, something rotten. It's wonderful. I mean, out-of-body experiences, meet your ancestor, feel like you've just been shagged. I mean,
Off the chart.
I didn't see any of that coming.
No. Well, that's absolutely, you know what, that's fantastic. And pain management is so important. Obviously, I was ill before Christmas, and one of the things that they do in hospital is one of their protocols is pain management. They always ask you every time they see, they say, "Are you in pain?" And that is absolutely like one of the four key things that I was asked every time a medical member of staff came and saw me. So pain management is just like it's right up there. It's like top two type of things. I think is are you feeling sick? Do you feel sick? Sorry. Do you feel nausea was one, and are you in pain? And that was what they asked continually. And it's not nice being in pain. Uh,
It's not. But I mean,
yeah,
doctors, generally speaking, have got no idea what the cause of the pain is. And the cause of pain is usually bad diet, not enough magnesium, a few basic things. And, most people are very easy to get out of pain if they're willing to make a few relatively small, inexpensive changes.
yeah.
It's not like they're going to need machines for the rest of their lives, in my opinion.
No. It sounds really great. So basically you've got five machines in effect. You've got the traditional healing machine, the Tesla wands, I think they're called, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you've got the pulsed pressure wave chair,
Yep.
and you've got the Ultra Tesla chair,
Yep.
and the NASA artificial sun, and the other machine, the paddle one, is that like a toning machine? Is it
Yes.
a so
Yes.
it's kind of like a real high frequency toning machine that kind of gives you the equivalent of a workout.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I tried it, the demonstration I had was a paddle on my abdomen. And when they switched it on, I could see my abdomen going da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. And while it was visceral, I was aware of it. It wasn't nearly as bad as doing press ups. And I mean, I hadn't planned to do 10,000 press ups in my entire life, let alone in like 25 minutes or something. And you can put them around all the muscle groups, and
Yeah, yeah,
it's an interesting thing. And if somebody was too weak to exercise, something like this could help.
yeah. Well, certainly when I came out of hospital, I couldn't walk because I was so weak and I'd lost so much muscle. I lost 22 kilos and I had to be wheeled out. And it did take me a good 2 weeks to actually be able to get out of bed and walk downstairs. I don't think people realize how weak you can get, very quite quickly if you're unwell and you're losing muscle mass. It was extraordinary how I can't kick a football anymore. I still can't kick a football properly, and I used to play football all the time. And I can imagine having that kind of very intense but gentle stimulation of the muscles would have helped me a lot. Just even the confidence level to be able to get up and walk downstairs. Um, you know,
If somebody's in that position, they're stuck in bed, they really haven't got the energy. There is a machine you can buy for a couple of £100 called a Chi machine, CHI, and it's a box this sort of size, and you lie down and you rest your ankles on it. You've got a remote control, and it starts to move. And as it starts to move, you control the intensity and the speed and so on. You can feel the movement from your ankles going right up to the top of your head. And so it gives you a workout while doing nothing and lying down. Inexpensive, really good for people in that situation.
yeah, yeah. I obviously I had Dr. Cam with me, and he was giving me exercises to do, and I had a very strict protocol. And I had to do certain exercises every day. And he said, you need to do these things every day. And it's very, very important to get the chi moving in your body. If you're flatlined and you are very much at the bottom and you've lost muscle and you haven't been out and about, you've been lying around for 6 weeks, it's very difficult to get the momentum of your life force back. So, that sounds absolutely fantastic. Clive, I'm gonna say thank you so much for joining us and giving us a little insight into the Tesla Tech tent that we're going to have at the Shine. And also, I can see around the country these rooms with these machines in for the Secret Health Club. I really appreciate your time and your service, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Thanks very much.
Brilliant. Thanks, Eli.
Cheers.
Cool.